72kg Bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, weighing in under 72 kgs. Fighting out of Strange Wolves, presenting Arron. This man is a mixed martial artist, weighing in under 72 kgs. Fighting out of SBGi, presenting Arron. Cage Legacy 10, we're back with a 72kg bout between Alan Zimny taking on Arron Daniels. Zimny is in the blue Strange Wolves rash guard. Daniels is in the camouflage with the big gorilla on the front. Easiest way of saying it.
Hands up in front.
Daniels light on his feet. Nice right hand landed.
Yeah, showing that kind of karate stance that illustrates his background growing up in a martial arts household.
Yeah, he comes from a very distinguished points fighting background. Jay Daniels over in his corner there, another excellent best point fighter.
That's it.
With these men just vying for position right now in the clinch, in the over-under position. Daniels dropping down, changing levels, needs to connect those hands if he's going to be in on the double leg takedown. There we go.
Zimny
may take Zimny for a ride here.
He's fighting his hardest here to try and loosen that leg, but Daniels, excellent work. Ends up on half guard here.
Daniels a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in his own right, but Zimny himself a purple belt, so it could be an interesting tussle here on the ground, gentlemen.
Well, Daniels have to be careful. Zimny has that one win by arm bar, 2-0 as an amateur currently.
Zimny showing good composure here, just give a turn to the head and listen to his corner. Keep a nice composure, so Daniels needs to be careful. He just walk into something here.
Surprised that Daniels took it to the ground here, Richard?
Yeah, I am. I'm not sure if it was Zimny initiating the clinch, but Daniels very polished and accomplished in the feet. So if I was him, I wouldn't be mixing with the purple belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'd be looking to stand back up and utilise that point fighting style he has.
Referee Derek Hickey, he's wasting no time tonight. He's at the fighters, and Daniels takes that initiative and tries to advance his position.
Zimny doing the right thing though, has established double underhooks in this position. Will turn into his opponent and perhaps could use this to sweep.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here, Daniels. He has no post or pillar on the right hand side. If he keeps going here, he could potentially reverse the position, Phil.
If he explodes and bases out on that leg, he has a potential to reverse the position, as you say, Noel. But Daniels wise to it, trying to open up the guard here and expertly slices through into half guard.
You've seen it earlier on tonight. Armin Herzig, the striker, showing his grappling credentials, and that's what we're seeing right here, where Daniels maybe looking for a Kimura grip here.
Oh, he step over the Kimura, looking for the S-mount into the Kimura. Standing Kimura from S-mount. And a fireman straight away from Alan Zimny. What an exchange on the ground, gentlemen.
And now we've got Zimny in the top position, but Daniel's still holding on to that Kimura. That's the end of the first round, and a surprising first round in some ways. Arron Daniels taking it to the ground, and good exchanges though, as you said, Phil. Referee just clearing the cage here, and Phil, what would Daniels' corners be telling him in between rounds here?
I would believe they'd be telling him to keep this fight standing, to maintain his distance, start using feints to elicit a reaction out of Alan Zimny, and then land a big strike.
And on the other side of it, Richard, what would Zimny's corner be telling him after the first round?
I would say the opposite of what Daniels' corner is saying, is to initiate the clinch. Initiate the clinch and start utilising his grappling. But Daniels has shown he's a very accomplished grappler in his own right.
Daniels just had some success with a right hand there that just rocked the head back of Zimny.
You can really see that movement in traditional background now from Arron Daniels, just getting in and out, very light on the feet.
I'd like to see more jabbing from both.
Big right there from Daniels.
Works to the body with a body deep right, digging his heel, his toe into the belly of Zimny.
Excellent balance by Zimny.
Daniels with the knee, and Zimny just misses with a left off the break. Again, it almost allows Daniels to get light on them toes again. Keep the fight in the range he wants it in.
Daniels looks like he has that right hand just primed and ready to throw. There it is.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a blitz even.
And again, he's using that to close the range and land his shots. But again, it is Daniels who gets in the clinch here and potentially looking for a trip to get it back to the mat.
I'd like to see him knee the inside of the thigh of Arron Zimny here. It's primed there. And by doing that, you take away that spring off the front foot of your opponent.
Not going to lie, I love an old-fashioned foot stomp.
Oh, very close on the double. Just needs to pull those legs out.
He gets it down to the mat again, and the striker has shown the grappling as well here. Evolving into a well-rounded mixed martial artist is Arron Daniels.
Daniels doing the right thing by applying that shoulder pressure. May look to set up the Kimura, the crucifix from this position. Has the left arm isolated. Like to see what he's going to do with that.
So again, they're trying to trap that right arm now again of Zimny.
There it is.
Zimny aware of it, trying to bustle and get his way out of there. Potential armbar here may have presented itself. What's the...
Zimny doing the right thing by staying as compact as possible, but in an effort to protect the arm, he's given up mount. Daniels just needs to create separation away from the face, push away, and then land big strikes.
You have to think here, Richard, that Zimny is surprised by this array of attack. He's just on the wrong arm here at the moment. He's maybe looking to...
Omoplata, perhaps.
Omoplata. We don't see it too often. He's sitting up into it.
Zimny needs to do a front roll. Just as he's doing. Gives up his back. We may see one hook.
I was just starting to say, Zimny has to be surprised with this game plan here by Arron Daniels. He was probably expecting me trying to get the takedown and Daniels just trying to defend that, but it has been Daniels who's been putting on a grappling masterclass on the bottom, almost a rear naked choke there on the bell. Gives a little stick out tongue and a pat of respect.
I love what he was doing there when he had the back. He was grabbing the wrist and then pushing the wrist down and then clamping it down with his leg, with his hook. Very intelligent and incapacitating the arm of Arron Zimny.
Coming into the third round here, and I certainly think I'm surprised by it. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I'm surprised by the way Arron Daniels has come into this fight, and I think that has surprised Arron Zimny as well, and maybe it's taken him a round or two to adjust what he thought was going to happen. So all to play for coming into the third round, sign of respect.
I'm surprised neither man went for the double underhook trip there.
Big right hand by Daniels!
Landed that right on the chin of Zimny.
Zimny fired right back. He was rocked, but he fired right back with a right hand of his own that just missed Daniels.
Daniels in on that single. May look to run the pipe or switch to the high crotch from here. Turns the pipe beautifully, but beautiful reversal from Zimny. Needs to hit that whizzer.
Daniels getting his way to the back here now, and a bit of a hand fighting will be going on now with Zimny right in front of us here in the broadcast.
Keep your feet wide, Al. Keep your feet wide, Al. That's it. Good, man. There we go.
Zimny doing well to hold on to that Kimura grip, that figure four grip.
The wrist, figure four.
There's those foot stomps you were talking about, Noel.
Coaching from Noel O'Keefe.
Zimny's corner, good clear instructions.
Again, Daniels looking to get it down. He's got the back here. His back is up against the cage, just sitting up against the cage on Zimny's back. One hook in. Zimny's trying to turn into Daniels. Bit of a scramble of position here, and it's Zimny who has the neck of Arron Daniels.
Relax. You're good. You're good.
Nice heavy hips there from Arron Zimny.
Hold it.
May look to jump on a guillotine here if he chooses to get up on his knees and pull guard. Just doesn't quite have it locked underneath the chin. Seems to be on the chin.
That's it. Onto your right hip, Alan. Onto your right hip.
Daniels giving the thumbs up. Just to let the referee, it's not in clean.
Scramble for position, and Zimny who ends up on top here again. Daniels
has those double underhooks.
And full guard as well.
May look to just shimmy out on a hip.
Alan, get your hands in. Push his
Get his right shoulder to the ground and get up from there. Zimny wise to it.
Posture, Alan. Posture. Stand up.
Zimny right in front of his own corner here as well. I think that's a vital part of the stage of the fight where he is. He can hear his corner's instructions clearly.
Daniels maybe looking for a bump sweep.
Daniels using the cage wall to stand up, and Zimny.
Good work by Daniels being able to stand back up.
There in great position. Keep your feet wide. Head position, Alan. Head position and strike. Head position and strike. Good man. Good.
Zimny's corner calling for the head position and put the head pressure on.
That's it. Excellent. Head under the chin, Alan. Very good. Head under the chin. Excellent. Step to the back.
Good knee from Daniels right in the clinch.
And again, nice knee into the midsection.
Zimny establishes the whizzer, preventing Daniels from taking the back. But with those double underhooks, you really should be establishing a takedown. You really should be putting your head underneath the chin of your opponent, arching your back and tripping either leg.
10-second clapper goes, and
a takedown could swing this fight either way.
Zimny, who's swinging for the fences. Corner screaming at him to go. It doesn't go. We do go to the judges' scorecards for this one. Great
Really
respect as
fight,
always. Arron Daniels again. He surprised a lot of people with how his grappling was. Excellent performance, but let's send it over to your judges' scorecards to find out the winner of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. Your judges scored this bout 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision.